Last night was scheduled to be a district game for the Grayson County Cougars, but that does not happen. Instead, a late cancellation forces Grayson County to not play last night and instead turn all focus to this afternoon. A rematch from last season against North Bullitt, the North Bullitt Eagles. North Bullitt comes in with one win on the season. Good afternoon and welcome to the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley with you tonight. So welcome into the Locker Room Show here on K105 and on K105 Digital Productions. Game one of our doubleheader here today. So it'll be the Grayson County Cougars at 7-3 and the North Bullitt Eagles at 1-8. Coming up on our Locker Room Show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and run down the starting lineups. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Twin Lakes Fast Moves, K105.
Grayson County and North Bullitt getting ready to get underway here in a Saturday afternoon matinee contest. North Bullitt enters with a record of 1-8. They're 0-2 in the 23rd district. Leading scorer is Dalton Gary. He's averaging 13.5 points a game, 6.4 rebounds. Brock Sneed is averaging 12.4 points and 6.2 rebounds. And Ryan Gary is averaging 10 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. Last night, the Eagles were in action against Bullitt East, and they lost at home by a final score of 72-64. Grayson County played that Bullitt East team earlier in January, and they lost 52-51. They had a chance to win at the buzzer, but Keegan Sharp's shot rimmed out at the buzzer, and the Cougars fell in that game. Last season, North Bullitt and the Cougars met. It was at North Bullitt, and the Eagles were winners by a final score of 60-47. Grayson County enters tonight's game with a record of 7-3, 2-1 in 12th district play. We'll let you know a little bit more about them coming up as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky. We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the
County enters this game with a record of 7-3, 2-1 in 12th district play. Last time out, it was a win against Meade County, and to say Keegan Sharp was unconscious in the game would probably be an understatement. He finishes with a career-high 39 points, including going 9 of 10 from 3. That is correct, 90% from three-point range in that win on Tuesday night. Right now, Sharp ranks 3rd in the region and 44th in the state in free throw percentage, and that total brought his three-point percentage on the season up to 37.7%. It raised it 10 percentage points in that game. An unbelievable performance from Sharp. He now leads the team in scoring with 13.3 points per game. Chandler McCready is 2nd on the team, 13 points a game. River Blanton is 3rd, 12.5 points per game, and he leads the team in rebounding with 8.7 per game. The Cougars average scoring 57.1 points a game, shooting 40% from the field, 36% from three-point range, and 63% from the free throw line. Grayson County and North Bullitt getting ready to get underway. The Cougars assistant coaches are Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. And the head coach in his 4th season with a record of 47 and 57 is Travis Johnston. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup coming up after this. This is Cougar Basketball right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
the Twin Lakes best mix, K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston, and coach on Tuesday, Keegan, 9 of 10 from 3, 39 points. Where does that performance rank as far as games you've seen here at Grayson County High School?
As far as definitely ones that I've been a part of coaching, there's only been probably 2 or 3 that have been up there, and that one's up there. And it was just not just the fact he made 9 threes, but he went 9 for 10.
His one was an in and out. That he missed.
And his one was an in and out that he was wide open on, and he made 3 in overtime period to put us up 11, and it was pretty special. And hopefully that gives him some confidence going forward, because we know he was lacking with some confidence there early in the year. So hopefully this gets him going.
You were a shooter, and I'm sure you had games like this where it just seemed like the basket was 3 times the size that it was. Going after that next game, is there a different mentality that he has to take to almost try not to try too hard to make the same performance again?
I would, to some, yeah, that they'll be like that. But there's not going to be many times that you're going to make 9. Now he's capable of making 4 or 5 or 6 a night, just because of how much he shoots or how good he shoots. But hopefully, what I hope he takes from this is that we need him to shoot it more. And I think he kind of got worried about his percentages a little bit earlier in the year, because he had one game where he was 1 for 11 the first game of the year, and then against Metcalf he was 0 for 9 from 3. I mean, you take those two games out, he's shooting 50% from three-point line. So we just got to get him more comfortable to take more open shots, and hopefully I think this will get him to force a little bit more, which is what we need him to do.
The one downside on Tuesday night was a technical foul at the end of regulation. What can your team learn from a moment like that?
We made a really good play. We had the lead. We got the ball back. We played great defense. And then we threw it away for no reason. And I think that you just got to look at it and say, hey, we made the good play. There shouldn't have to be anything extra. Everybody knows you made a good play because they called it. So hopefully we can learn from that. And the good thing is we were able to come right back out and get a stop, send it to overtime, and then let Keegan get hot again.
Looking at North Bullitt, this team is completely different from the one that we saw last year. They only returned 69 points so it's 97% of the scoring that they lost. What do you know about this team, though?
They play fast. They play really, really fast, and we got to get back in transition and get the ball stopped. They got one really good shooter and another shooter that's not bad. But they want to go and play fast. And we're pretty good at playing fast, but we also need to make sure that they aren't the ones making us play fast, and it's something that we want to do. We don't want to get in a track meet with them if we're making bad shots or turning the ball over. So we just got to make sure we control the tempo how we want to do it and keep them out of transition.
Last night they had a rivalry game, so they're playing on a quick turnaround for this. You did not play last night. Does that give you any sort of advantage or allow you to coach differently, knowing that they're coming off of a big game last night?
Probably will. If we would have played last night, then it had probably been go to the bench guys a little quicker, a little longer today. Now, not so much. We can kind of play it as a pretty important game. All of them's important, but with us not playing again until Tuesday and we'll have tomorrow off, we can, as far as subbing goes, we can change that quite a bit now.
What needs to happen to pick up a win tonight?
We got to come out ready. We got to match their intensity. If they catch anything from the JV game, it's how hard these guys play and how fast they want to play. They'll take some bad shots, so as long as we control the tempo and rebound the ball, I think we should be okay.
Coach, good luck.
Thanks.
Well, more here coming up in the Locker Room Show after this.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix.
We'll have the starting lineups in the play-by-play next on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School in the Cougar Den, as Grayson County and North Bullitt are about a minute away from getting underway here tonight. As let's make the starting lineups now for both teams. First, for North Bullitt, Senior number 5, Kevin Casey. He's averaging 4.6 points and 1.6 rebounds per game. Senior number 10, Ben Harmon, averaging 3.2 points and 1.1 rebounds per game. Senior number 11, Brock Sneed, averaging 12.4 points and 6.2 rebounds per game. Senior number 13, Ryan Gary, averaging 10 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. And junior number 21, Dalton Gary, he's averaging 13.5 points and also leading the team in rebounding at 6.4 per game. Once more, the starting lineup for North Bullitt is Dalton Gary, Ryan Gary, Sneed, Harmon, and Casey. Assistant coaches John Hardwick, Chris Harmon, Garrett Lowry, and Robert Puckett, and the head coach is Alex Young. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Cougars. Junior guard number 2, Keegan Sharp, coming off of that 39-point performance. Sophomore guard number 3, Braden Childress. He's averaging 2.7 points per game. Junior guard number 15, Chandler McCready, averaging 13 points per game. Sophomore forward number 22, Dylan Horn, averaging 3.2 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. And Hunter Toms is a junior forward, number 32, averaging 7 points and 6.1 rebounds. Assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. And the head coach in his 4th season is Travis Johnston. The play-by-play is next on K105.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield. Grayson County and North Bullitt getting ready to get underway. The Cougars enter with a record of 7-3, going with Sharp, Childress, McCready, Horn, and Toms as their starting lineup. For North Bullitt at 1-8, going with Casey, Harmon, Sneed, Ryan Gary, and Dalton Gary. Your officials for tonight's game, Ben Stamper, James Richardson, and Mike Berry. The Cougars have won the coin toss, and they are going to start this game with the ball. They will work from right to left on your radio dial. And tonight's game is underway. North Bullitt immediately comes out in some pressure, man-to-man defense, but they're going to kind of back off into a half-court man-to-man. Cougars in their home whites with blue numerals and the orange and blue stripe up the side. And North Bullitt in their road black jerseys with gold numerals as Hunter Toms drives down the right lane. Shot off the glass is good. Grayson County gets their first basket of the game, and it's Hunter Toms who gets it going. North Bullitt with the basketball. They work from left to right. They enter tonight's game with a record of 1-8. Offensively, they average just under 60 points a game as there's a three from the left wing taken by Harmon. It's no good. Rebounded by Grayson County. Childress jump pass down to the right block to Toms. Takes one dribble, goes up with a shot. It's no good. They're going to say he walks with it ahead of time. So an early turnover for Grayson County. 2-0. Cougars on top. 7 minutes, 23 seconds to play in tonight's game. You heard Coach Johnston talk about it in the open. North Bullitt likes to run. They like to push the tempo and move it at their speed. Three, far side, Gary up, no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by Casey. Casey gives it out front to Sneed, and Sneed will do a handoff pass, just looping it up to Casey. Casey cross court to Harmon. Harmon back to Casey on that far side. Off to Dalton Gary on the left wing, guarded by McCready. He pulls it up at the free throw line. Passes down here to the near side. Sneed gets around the defender, finds Harmon on the far side, driving in. A little Euro step. The interior pass knocked away and stolen away by the hero from Tuesday night, Keegan Sharp for Grayson County. An outlet pass down to the right side to McCready. McCready gets an interior pass inside to Horn, but it's knocked out of bounds by Casey for North Bullitt. Substitution immediately comes in for Grayson County. River Blanton checks into the game. Braden Childress will take a seat. Blanton averaging 12.5 points and 8.7 rebounds per game. Far side Horn out front now to Blanton. Blanton no look pass off to Sharp. Three, right wing, and it is short. And the rebound on the floor is, finally it's being thrown out front, and it's out of bounds off of Grayson County. As that ball, neither team was able to get a hand on it. And finally, it ended up flying towards the North Bullitt bench, and it goes off of Chandler McCready. So it'll be Eagles basketball. 90 seconds into tonight's game, Cougars on top 2-0. Right wing Harmon with the basketball. Scans the defense, and he's now just going to start dribbling on the right side. He'll try to drive in on Horn. Inside pass to Sneed, guarded by Toms. Uses the baseline and steps out. So a turnover for North Bullitt gives Grayson County the basketball back. North Bullitt, coached by Alex Young, is in his third season, 35-39. Last year, 25-9, a loss in the 6th region semifinals. But this is a completely different team. They lost 97% of their scoring from last year. Dylan Horn drives down the right side, and he has the ball knocked out of bounds, but when the ball was knocked out, it hit him on the leg, so it'll turn out to be North Bullitt basketball. But again, 97.1% of their scoring is gone from last year for North Bullitt. They return only 69 points from last season's team that lost in the semifinals. Stolen away here by Toms for Grayson County. He's working 1-on-3. He's going to drive down, spin move inside the lane, and finishes off the right side. Beautiful move by Hunter Toms, and a timeout on the floor is going to be taken by Alex Young. Cougars on top 4-0 early. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
It'll be North Bullitt basketball out of the timeout here. Grayson County leading this one 4-0 early on, as North Bullitt's coach Alex Young took a quick timeout. Not happy with how his team started off with, as Hunter Toms has all 4 of the Grayson County points. Kevin Casey running the point here for North Bullitt. Does an outlet pass to Dalton Gary, and he loops one to the far side to Sneed. Sneed quickly fires over to Ryan Gary. Down to the right block. It's knocked away by Casey. Casey has it in the near corner. Jump pass inside to Dalton Gary, who finishes off the right side. Dalton Gary's their post player on the inside. 94% of his shots this season come from inside the arc. McCready dumps a pass off to Blanton, who finishes off the left side. Nice job by McCready finding River Blanton, as McCready, just like the running back, drove down that right lane and just handed it to Blanton on that left block. North Bullitt throws it out front. Sneed comes down with it off to the right wing to Harmon. Harmon gets a screen from Sneed, backs it off to the left wing to Casey. Casey standing 5'6", 143 pounds, guarded by Keegan Sharp. Passes over to the right wing to Harmon. Harmon out front to Dalton Gary. Gary drives in, has it stripped away by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton gets around Gary, down the left side, goes up with a shot. It's blocked by Gary from behind. Horn gets the rebound, knocks it out to Sharp. Deep three, straight away, it's no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by Ryan Gary for North Bullitt. Right up the middle comes Dalton Gary, picks up his dribble, handoff pass behind to Sneed. Sneed off to the near side to Casey. Casey guarded by Sharp, man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Over to the left wing, it is Ryan Gary. He thought about taking a three, gives it back to Casey, who drives down the left side, passes to the near side to Sneed. Outside, right wing three by Harmon is no good. Blanton with the rebound for Grayson County. 6-2 Cougars. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Hunter Toms has 4 points for Grayson County. River Blanton's got the other 2. Right side, McCready with the basketball. Out front to Horn. Horn over to the left wing to Blanton. Thought about the three, drives down, picks up his dribble, gives it to Toms, who has it on the left elbow. Splits defenders, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on North Bullitt underneath. And it'll be called on Ben Harmon. That'll be his first to the team's first. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Substitutions coming into the game for Grayson County. Braden Childress will check back in. Nolan Hornbeck and Owen Brancher will get their first minutes, as it'll be Horn, Toms, and McCready that will check out. Owen Brancher averaging 2.7 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. Nolan Hornbeck averaging 2.4 and 1.8. Childress will pass in from underneath, gets it into the near side to Hornbeck. Hornbeck with the right hand out front to Sharp. Sharp coming off of his best performance as a Grayson County Cougars, 39 points against Meade County on Tuesday evening. Inside to Hornbeck, and he's fouled from behind by Sneed. That'll be his first and the team's second here of this first quarter. 6-2 Grayson County, 3 minutes and 46 seconds to play in our opening quarter from the Cougar Den here in Litchfield, Kentucky. Inside to Blanton on the pass. He's fouled from behind. He went up off the right side, and Dalton Gary will pick up the foul there. That's his first and the team's third, so 3 straight fouls for North Bullitt. And we're going to have a free throws will come for River Blanton. On the season, the sophomore forward, 68.6%, and it falls. As it bounced on the back of the iron about 4 or 5 times, Blanton gets the shooter's roll. Substitutions coming into the game for North Bullitt, Ty Howard and number 22, Evan McCabe. McCabe averaging 3.4 points a game. Ty Howard averaging 1.8. Blanton's second free throw is up and good. He gets the bounce on that one as well. It's Grayson County 8, North Bullitt 2. Dalton Gary pushes down the right side, picks up his dribble, fires outside. Sneed, 3 in transition from the right wing is an air ball. And it's going to go out of bounds. Grayson County basketball. As you heard Coach Johnson talk in the open, North Bullitt likes to run. And you saw it there as Dalton Gary got the ball in the inbounds pass and just immediately went coast to coast and had Sneed in transition to take a 3 off that right side. As it's Sharp with the ball in between the circles to the free throw line to Blanton, gets around his defenders off the right side. The basket's good. River Blanton's got 6. And it's Grayson County 10, North Bullitt 2, 3 minutes to play. Gary again moves down the left side. This time he takes it to the hole, and he finishes off that left side to stop the bleeding for the North Bullitt Eagles. North Bullitt again 1-8 on the season. They played last night, losing to Bullitt East. Near side, Childress, interior pass to Blanton is off his foot and out of bounds. And it will go towards North Bullitt basketball underneath. Travis Johnston calling up his team to put a little bit of pressure now on North Bullitt as Owen Bratcher is going to guard the inbounds man. Bratcher stands 6'4". It's into Dalton Gary, and Gary's going to run, looks like a little bit of the point here. Again, he speeds it up as he crosses the half-court line. Off to the right side to Ryan Gary, out front to Sneed, thinks about the 3, drives down the right side, goes up with a shot. It is no good, but he's fouled on the drive by Grayson County. I'm not sure if this foul will be whistled on Hornbeck or is it on Bratcher, and it's going to be called on Hornbeck. It's his first and the team's first, and to the free throw line will be Brock Sneed. Sneed shooting 62.5% from the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. He gets the roll. Sneed was a major player on the North Bullitt football team that lost in the state quarterfinals to Bowling Green, had 238 receiving yards and 130 rushing yards. Free throw coming up, and it is no good. He misses the second one. It's 10-5, Grayson County. Braden Childress gives it back here to Keegan Sharp. Sharp over to the right wing to Blanton. Blanton drives in on his defender. He loses it, has it stripped away by Gary. On the floor, Bratcher's got it and finds Braden Childress on the left side. Childress will back things up, and he's going to set it up now at the logo. Guarded by Dalton Gary. He gets around Gary inside the free throw line, dumps off to Hornbeck off the left side. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Sneed for North Bullitt. Sneed looks to push, angles back towards the far side. Interior pass stolen away by Sharp. Sharp gives it to Bratcher. Bratcher back to Sharp. Sharp pushes down the right side, goes up with a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Sneed for North Bullitt. The Eagles loops a pass down to Gary, who's wide open off the right side. The layup is good. Dalton Gary's got 6 points, and North Bullitt has brought this back to within 3, 10-7. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Zone defense now coming out for North Bullitt. Off to the near side, Childress. Inside to Blanton, wide open onto the right side, and the layup is no good. Blanton gets the rebound back, though. Outside to Sharp, thinks about the 3, straight away, spin move at the free throw line. The floater is no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by North Bullitt. 3-on-1 go the Eagles. Down to the left side, Brian Gary bobbles it, and it's going to be a travel because of it. Grayson County going to get the basketball back, as that was 3-on-1, and Braden Childress was the lone defender, and he played that perfectly underneath, and that's just textbook transition defense for the sophomore. Into the game for Grayson County. Chandler McCready will check back, as it'll be River Blanton checking out. Ben Harmon will check into the game for North Bullitt. Taking a seat will be Dalton Gary. Again, you've got this full court pressure for North Bullitt. Inside to McCready. McCready off the right side absorbs the contact. It's blocked out of bounds by Connor Boley, who checks into the game for the Eagles. It'll be Grayson County basketball underneath. 1 minute, 32 seconds to play in the first quarter. Cougars lead 10-7. McCready scans out to the far side to Childress. Childress is an offensive foul is called underneath on Chandler McCready. That'll be his first and the team's second. Chandler didn't seem to disagree with it at all, so he must have seen, I didn't see it exactly, but he didn't even make any sort of a, oh, I didn't do that kind of face or reaction, so it seemed like he did. Near side, Dalton Gary. Off to the right wing to Harmon, guarded by Sharp. He drives in on Sharp, picks up his dribble on the right side, and walks with it underneath. Nice defense by Keegan Sharp. He had him on the baseline, And it's almost like a double team there because Sharp uses that baseline as an extra defender and did it perfectly. It'll be Grayson County basketball. Again, North Bullitt coming out in this light full court pressure. As it is Childress who breaks the timeline off to the right wing to Bratcher. Bratcher outside to Childress. It's almost like a man-to-man defense until they get to half court. Then they go into a matchup zone of sorts. Childress inside the free throw line. Down to the left block to Hornbeck. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. It's 10-7 Cougars. Sharp, he'll lower his shoulder, gets inside, dumps a pass off to Bratcher, who finishes off the right side. Nice feed by Keegan Sharp, gets the assist, and Bratcher gets his first basket of the game. And North Bullitt immediately pushing down into the near side. Getting around the defender is McCabe. McCabe dumps it off to Boley. Boley outside to the near side to Gary. Gary inside to Harmon, who throws up a wild shot as he drives down the lane. And it looks like it was a wild shot because he was fouled by Grayson County's Owen Bratcher. That'll be his first. The team's third, so to the free throw line will be Ben Harmon. He's 2 of 5 from the charity stripe this season. No, it's not. It's on the floor, so they're not giving him a free throw. Substitutions into the game for North Bullitt. Desmond Reed checks in for Ty Howard. And there was one more sub. I think it's number 24, Cole Glover. So they give it in to Reed. Reed had a big JV game when we were watching here, and we have a foul called on Grayson County off on the left wing. As it's going to be a reach-in foul called on Nolan Hornbeck. That'll be his second and the team's fourth. Immediately, River Blanton will check into the game. Taking a seat will be Hornbeck. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got McCready, Sharp, Bratcher, Childress, and Blanton. North Bullitt gets it in to Reed. Reed off to the near side to Boley. Boley back to Reed. Reed over into the far side to Dalton Gary, and Gary's going to have an offensive foul. He pushes off on Chandler McCready. Easy foul call for Ben Stamper, the official underneath. Gary didn't agree with it, but he extended the arm, and it's about as textbook as you can get on an offensive foul on that far side. That'll be Gary's second and the team's fourth. He'll immediately check out of the game, and into the game for him will be Kevin Casey. 22.3 on the clock here in the first quarter. Grayson County 12, North Bullitt 7. Got to just keep an eye on the clock, and Travis Johnston calling his team out there, delivering a play call. Left side, it is Blanton. He drives down, jump pass outside. Sharp three, left wing is no good, in and out. Rebound bouncing around, and it's North Bullitt with the basketball with 6 seconds. Down the far side. He needs to find help with 2 seconds. They got to get a shot off. 3 from the volleyball line, and he's fouled by River Blanton. As Connor Boley is fouled, he took a deep 3 from the volleyball line, and River Blanton bails him out with a foul. For Blanton, that's his first and the team's fifth, with 0.3 seconds on the clock. Boley will shoot 3 on the season. He's 2 of 7. First one is good. Not a good play there by Blanton to foul the shooter. Second free throw is good. This one would be to make it a 2-point game. It's up, and he makes all 3 of the free throws, making Grayson County pay. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 12-10. Cougars on top, but North Bullitt fighting back in this. This is Grayson County Cougar basketball right here on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
It is Grayson County 12, North Bullitt 10 here at the start of the second quarter is not a great ending to that quarter as the Eagles finish the quarter on a 8-2 run. Grayson County probably just needs to get back to what they were doing. They were dominating the interior as Blanton and Toms could do whatever they wanted inside, and they went away from it. And because of that, North Bullitt was able to get out in transition and take the lead in it. It's pretty much that simple. Get back to what you were doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It'll be Eagles basketball to start the second quarter. And it will be to the left side to Reed. Reed drives in on Horn, backs it off to the left wing, out front to Ryan Gary. Ryan Gary thinks about driving in, keeping the dribble with the left hand, off to the near side to Casey. Casey's going to back things off into the near front court. As it's down here to the left side, handoff pass from Sneed to Reed. Reed cross court, looping pass off to the near side, and Casey has it now. Again, Grayson County with a man-to-man defense. North Bullitt's not even gotten anything going to start this quarter of play. Outside Sneed, he'll take the three, and it is way off to the left, and the rebound out of bounds is off of North Bullitt. It'll be Grayson County basketball, 12-10. Cougars on top, 7 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the second quarter. Probably not the possession that Alex Young was wanting to start off with for the Eagles. So it'll be down here to the near side to Horn. Horn to the middle to Toms. Toms at the free throw line. Drives down, gets around his defender, and finishes off the left side. Nice move by Toms. He's got 6 points. And Grayson County's lead is back to 4. Casey outside to Gary. Gary off to the right side to Sneed. Sneed on Blanton. Outside to Reed. Reed over to the left wing. And into the far side, it's Casey with a basketball. Casey guarded by Sharp, drives down the left lane, picks up his dribble on the left block, outside to Sneed. Sneed's going to drive in at the free throw line, picks up his dribble, finds Casey on the left side. Casey drives in amongst the towers, and it's blocked by Horn out of bounds. North Bullitt going to keep the ball underneath, though. Substitution into the game for the Eagles. Ryan Gary will check into the game. And it will be into Ryan Gary, who's wide open on the near side, and the three is in and out. It's rebounded by Toms for Grayson County. To Sharp, over to the far side to Bratcher. Back into the middle to Sharp, off to the left side. Blanton, he takes a three. Left wing, good! He knocked it down from Short Creek. A deep three for River Blanton. And Grayson County has a 7-10 lead. Over to the far side. It is out front to Bowley. Bowley inside down to the right block, and a foul underneath is going to be whistled on Grayson County. It's going to be called on Hunter Toms. That is his first in the team's 6, so North Bullitt's going to shoot free throws the remainder of this game. Dalton Gary will check into the game for Bowley. So it'll be Sneed to pass in. They give it into the near side to Reed. Reed on Bratcher. Into the corner to Casey. Casey drives down the baseline, passes off to Sneed, and a foul is going to be called, a reach-in foul on the left block on Sneed. And it's called on Hunter Toms. That'll be his second in the team's 7. So Toms picks up 2 fouls in about 15 seconds. 1 and 1 will come here for Brock Sneed. It is 19-17 Grayson County. 6 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the second quarter. Free throw is no good by Sneed, and Grayson County gets the rebound. Sorry, it's 17-10. I was going to say, I didn't think it was 19-17. It's 17-10. I was a little curious as to how North Bullitt got so many points when I looked up at the scoreboard. As North Bullitt steals the ball away, off to the right side, it is Sneed with a basketball. Jump pass outside to Casey, over to the far side. 3 in transition is no good by North Bullitt. Rebounded by Bratcher for Grayson County. As it is 17-10 Grayson County. That is the score with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. As it's Sharp over to the right wing to Blanton. Blanton picks up his dribble, gets to the right elbow to Toms. Toms picks up his dribble in the free throw line. Jump pass outside to Horn. Horn to the near side to Sharp. 3, left wing is off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound, saved inbounds by Blanton. Blanton down the far baseline, spins it down on the right side. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Gary for North Bullitt. Gary is going to push down the right side, runs right over Dylan Horn. And Horn is going to be called for a foul in transition. For Horn, that'll be his first and the team's 8th. The shot was no good by Gary. And it will be to the free throw line, will be Dalton Gary. Substitutions come in for Grayson County. Chandler McCready checks in, Hunter Toms checks out. Hornbeck will wait to check in. As to the free throw line will be Dalton Gary. And it is, I guess the basket was good. So I didn't see it put on the scoreboard at first, so I thought he had missed it, but he makes the and one. So it's 17-13, 5:14 to play in the first half. Grayson County and North Bullitt here from Grayson County High School. Left side, Hornbeck, who's into the game. To the left side to Childress. Childress inside to Horn. Horn off the left side, absorbs the contact and makes it. Dylan Horn gets his first basket of the game. And Grayson County's lead is back to 6. Casey outside to Sneed. Sneed in transition at the free throw line. Down the left side, kicks a pass outside to Dalton Gary. Gary drives down, absorbs the contact on McCready. I think he elbowed McCready in the neck when he went for it. It was obviously unintentional. But Grayson County's going to get the basketball okay. I think Chandler is okay as he came up and started grabbing his neck after the shot. Right wing three for Sharp. Good. They found left Sharp alone, and the shooter makes them pay, and it's Grayson County with a 9-point lead, 22-13, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. Near side, Casey with the ball, guarded by Sharp. Over to the left wing to Harmon, who's back into the game for the Eagles. Outside to Dalton Gary for about 18 feet straight away, guarded by McCready. McCready pokes it away. Gary gets it right back. Gary will drive in on to McCready. Handoff pass to Ryan Gary over to the far side. Casey, three off the left side by Harmon is no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it is Gary with the basketball. He throws it into the far corner to Casey. Casey guarded by Sharp. Backs it off, and he's going to set things up on the left wing. North Bullitt player hits the deck underneath. No foul call. Off to the right side, Harmon. Into the near corner to Dalton Gary on McCready. Far side, three coming up by Gary is no good. Rebound is ripped away by Sneed. Sneed out front to Casey. Casey to the near side, Harmon, three. Another one. That one's missed as well. And a foul is going to be called underneath on North Bullitt. As I'm not sure who this will be whistled on, but whoever it was, it's on Ryan Gary. That's his first and the team's fifth. Gary shoved the player from behind to try and get position. Hornbeck will take a seat for Grayson County. I think River Blanton was the player that checks in. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Blanton, McCready, Sharp, Childress, and Horn. It's into Sharp, Sharp off to Childress. 22-13 Grayson County, 3 minutes and 27 seconds to play in the second quarter. Right side, McCready with the basketball. Out front to Horn. Horn guarded by Gary. Near side, Sharp, three. Another one, count it. Keegan Sharp's knocked down back-to-back threes, and Grayson County's lead is at double digits at 25-13. Out front, Sneed with the basketball to the near side. It is McCabe. McCabe will take a shot off the right side from 10 feet. Nothing but net to answer for the Eagles. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Grayson County up by 10. McCready down the right side. He's going to drive in, spin move, and falls down, and he's going to be called for a walk underneath. As Sneed did a nice job staying in front of McCready. And Chandler falling down gives Grayson County the basketball back here. 25-15, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's out front, off to the right side to Dalton Gary. Gary cross court to Ryan Gary. Out to the left wing to Casey. Casey's now going to set it up and back it off onto the far side. Looks back to Alex Young, gets the play call. Holds up the number 4 in the air. Gets a screen. Over into the near corner to McCabe. McCabe jump pass outside to Sneed, nearly stolen away by Horn. Sneed spin move inside the free throw line. The shot with the right hand is no good. Blanton with a rebound for Grayson County and hands it off to his fellow sophomore, Braden Childress, who's going to slowly dribble the ball up the court. He'll speed things up as he crosses the half-court line. Off the left elbow, outside to Sharp. Sharp out front now to Childress. Childress in between the circles, off to the right wing to Sharp. Thought about the three. Drives in over to that far side. Jump pass back to Horn. Horn outside to Childress. Childress on the left side. The sophomore point guard looks back at Travis Johnston, who gets the play call, and he delivers it in. Childress down the right lane. Gets around his defender off the right side. The layup is no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds by North Bullitt, and it'll stay Grayson County basketball. 25-15 Cougars. 1 minute, 40 seconds to play in the second. And it'll be Keegan Sharp to pass in. Left wing, Blanton, he'll take the three, and it is up, in and out. Rebound is by North Bullitt. So it was McCabe that comes down with it. Off to Casey. Casey breaks the timeline. Off to the right side to Sneed. Sneed thought about the three in transition. Down to the right side to Gary. Gary back outside to Sneed. Sneed guarded by Horn. He drives down the right side. He runs right over Dylan Horn. He lowered his shoulder like a running back, And Brock Sneed trucks over Horn. And for Sneed, that'll be his second and the team's sixth. As an official now is going to talk with Sneed and McCready. I'm not sure what that conversation was about, but McCready and Sneed were the ones having that conversation with the official, James Richardson. 25-15, 1:21 to play in the second quarter. Sneed will take a seat for North Bullitt. And a foul is called underneath on Ryan Gary, I believe, on the pass in. And that's going to be free throws coming for Grayson County. For Gary, that is his second and the team's seventh. To the free throw line will be Braden Childress will take the free throws. For Childress, 68.8% on the season. Spins it in his hand, lets it fly on one in the bonus, and it is no good. In and out. And a foul is going to be called on the rebound on Grayson County. It's called on Dylan Horn. That is his second and the team's ninth. So now free throws will come for North Bullitt with 1:19 to play in the second quarter. Owen Bratcher will check into the game for, I would presume, Dylan Horn. It's one in the bonus, so he should be allowed to come in. And here comes the sub. It will be Bratcher in for Horn. To the free throw line will be number 14, Connor Boley. He hit the 3 free throws after being fouled on the 3 at the end of the first quarter. He was 2 of 7, though, before that point, and he makes that one. So 4 straight made free throws for the sophomore Connor Boley. And he makes that one as well. And it's 25-17. Grayson County still with a lead. 1:16 to play in the second quarter. Keegan Sharp speeds it across the timeline. Over to the right side to McCready. McCready backs things off and looks like he's going to run the point a little bit. Thinks about getting it to the free throw to Bratcher. Didn't have a passing lane. Gives it to the sophomore Childress. Childress down the left side. Spin move inside the lane. Goes up with a shot. It is no good. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Ryan Gary. Gary gives it up to the far side to Casey. Casey in transition, an outlet pass down to the far side to McCabe. McCabe guarded by Bratcher. Outside to Gary. Gary over to the right wing to Boley. Boley on McCready. Out to the left wing. Deep 3. Left side by McCabe is no good. Childress with the rebound with 40 seconds to play in the first half. 25-17. Grayson County setting up the offense. 5-out look. Man-to-man defense for North Bullitt. Looks like Grayson is going to hold for the final shot of this first half. Childress in between the circles with 20 seconds and counting. Near side, Childress. He's going to drive it down that right side. Throws it off of Owen Bratcher a little bit too much on that pass. And it ends up hitting Bratcher in the face, and it goes out of bounds. So now North Bullitt will get the basketball. 25-17. Grayson County still with a lead with 11.3 seconds to play in the second quarter. Casey, handoff pass to Gary. Back to Casey on the far side with 5 seconds. Casey outside, driving in off the left side. Blocked by Bratcher off the backboard. A 3. Desperation is no good by Gary. What a play by Owen Bratcher underneath. He blocked him from behind off the backboard. That could be a Sports Center top 10 play. But at the end of the first half, it is Grayson County with a 25-17 lead. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County with a 25-17 lead here at the half. As an exciting first half, a little chippy at times, but Cougars have that 8-point advantage as they brought that one out to as much as 12 in the second quarter. But North Bullitt still able to keep it at least within striking distance in this second quarter. As the scoring from this game, River Blanton leads for Grayson County. It's Dalton Gary that leads for North Bullitt. Both have 6 points. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and what to look forward to in the second half. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County on top of this one, 25-17 at the half against North Bullitt. We'll try to run down some scores from around the region right now. Final scores in girls basketball: Trinity of Whitesville defeats Todd County Central by a final score of 62-60. In girls basketball, Bishop Brossart from Northern Kentucky defeating Owensboro Catholic 54-35. Game getting ready to tip off here later on this evening. It'll be the Edmonson County Wildcats. They will host Hancock County. That'll be a 5 o'clock start time for varsity. Try to see what other scores that we might be able to bring you right now as we scan through our score list. Obviously, Saturday afternoon, we don't always have a lot to bring, and it seems like that's really most of them that we have for you right now. As a final score here in girls basketball, it is Louisville Male defeating John Hardin by a final score of 59-41. Coming up later this evening, 7 o'clock, it'll be the Grayson County Lady Cougars taking on Muhlenberg County, as that will be a 7 o'clock start time. You'll be able to listen to that game on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. You'll be able to watch that game right here on K105 Digital Productions, though. That's the K105 YouTube, Facebook, Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose Facebook, and also on the K105 Sports Twitter. So we've got plenty of ways for you to jump into the coverage of the girls' game tonight as they'll look to take down Muhlenberg County. We'll run down the scoring from this game coming up after this. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable, whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard. Let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
K105.
Run down the scoring from this game for North Bullitt as it is 25-17. Grayson County. North Bullitt being led by Dalton Gary. He's got 9 points. Connor Bowley's got 5. 2 points for Evan McCabe and 1 for Brock Sneed. For Grayson County, it's River Blanton. He's got 9 points to lead the way, 6 points apiece for Keegan Sharp and for Hunter Toms, and two each for Dylan Horn and for Owen Bratcher. So in Grayson County with a 25-17 lead here as we get ready to start the second half of action. It's foul trouble for both teams. Hornbeck's got 2 for Grayson County. Horn's got 2. Toms has 2 for Grayson. For North Bullitt, it's 2 for Sneed, Ryan Gary, and Dalton Gary. That's the foul trouble and the scoring from this game. Second half's coming up next. Grayson County on top 25-17. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School. It'll be the Cougars to start the half with the ball. They lead 25-17. Looking to improve to 8-3 on the season. When you look at this Grayson County team, I was thinking about this earlier in the day. They were a rimmed out shot against Bullitt East and a terrible second half against Butler County, away from being 9-1 right now. And that would be winners of 9 in a row, as they lost to Butler County in the first game, and it was really one of those games as immediately they pass down the right block to Toms, who can't finish off the right side. He throws it out front, and it's Sharp that runs it down on the left wing. Out front to McCready. McCready off to the right side to Childress. And Childress will set things up. He drives down the right side off to the near side. An 18-foot jump shot by Horn knocks it down. Dylan Horn's up to 4 points. Grayson County 27-17. Harmon with the basketball for the Eagles. They give it outside to Casey. But, I mean, Grayson County has been playing really, really good basketball. The Ohio County game, they were really never in it. So that's one of those games that you can't say, oh, well, if they did this or that. There's a shot missed by North Bullitt and rebounded by Chandler McCready for Grayson County. McCready needs to find help and finds it with Childress across the far side. Pressuring up comes the Eagles to start this second half of action. So we're 1 minute into it. Grayson County up by 10 at 27-17. Right wing Childress passes down to Horn. Horn off the right side. It is, I think, partially blocked by North Bullitt. And Casey gets the rebound. He's going to speed it up down the right side, loses it, gains it back, and is fouled on the drive by Grayson County. 2 shots will come. As McCready is the one that picks up the foul, that is his second and the team's first. And Kevin Casey will go to the free throw line, 64.3% on the season. Casey is the leading returning scorer for this North Bullitt team, and he only averaged 1.2 points a game last season. That shows you how different of a team this is. He knocks down the first free throw. Second one is up, no good, off the back of the iron, and the long rebound is by Casey. He loses it, has it laid down, and a timeout is going to be called by North Bullitt. 27-18, it'll be Eagles ball as we come back. 30-second timeout on the floor. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
North Bullitt calls a quick 30-second timeout at the start of the third quarter after Kevin Casey gets his own rebound on the field goal miss. And it will be their basketball as they do a handoff pass to Dalton Gary down the baseline. The reverse layup is good. Beautiful pass by Gary, and a whistle is blown, and now Travis Johnston is going to take a timeout of his own. As he was not happy with his defense on that play as they passed it into Dalton Gary, and he just blew down that near baseline and had an easy reverse layup, and Travis Johnston letting his team have it underneath right now. 27-20 is the score. Grayson County still with the lead against North Bullitt. As I'm looking through and I don't see any more final scores. Here's one in girls basketball. Marshall County leading Bardstown 27-20 at the half, as that is, I think, some games going on at Louisville Butler High School, as there's a ton of games going on in the city of Louisville here today among girls basketball teams. Horn passes into Sharp. Sharp guarded by Harmon. Tight defense, and Sharp breaks it with Childress. Childress over to the left wing to Horn. Horn to the free throw line to Toms. Toms lowers his shoulder, and a foul is going to be called underneath. An offensive foul is going to be called on Hunter Toms. That'll be Toms' third and the team's second. And Toms will check out of the game. McCready will check in for him. And I'm not entirely sure where that foul call came from. It is Casey with the basketball in between the circles. Over to the right wing to Dalton Gary. He does a handoff pass to Ryan Gary. He drives in. Floater off the right side is good. Dalton Gary brings the North Bullitt deficit back to 5 at 27-22 in the middle. Horn. He's double teamed as he crosses half court. Throws it away, but Sharp runs it down. Sharp's going to take the ball in his own hands. Off to the right side to McCready. Into the near corner to Blanton. Blanton with the left hand to the right elbow to Horn. Horn bodies up his defender. Back outside to Blanton. Blanton drives down, splits defenders. He has it stripped on the way up, and it's stolen away by North Bullitt. Here come the Eagles, pushing down the near side. It is Casey, gets around the defender, blocked from behind by McCready. It is Horn with the basketball, who comes down with it for the Cougars. Childress, guarded by Harmon, gets around the defender, off to the right side to McCready, in the near corner. Double teamed, passes down to the right side to Horn, and Horn is going to be found by either Harmon or Casey. They can probably pick their poison. They're going to give it to Harmon. That'll be his second and the team's first. North Bullitt's defensive pressure has definitely kicked up a notch here. In between the circles, it is Childress with the basketball. Off to the right side, Sharp. Back outside to Childress. Thought about the three. Gives it over to McCready. He'll take the three. Far side. It's short. He gets the rebound back, though. McCready falls down inside the lane. Finds Blanton. Fades it away inside the free throw line. It's good. Nice job by McCready as he was falling down just to throw it to Blanton. Down the left side, Harmon drives in. And a foul is going to be called on the drive on Grayson County as Harmon took it straight to the hoop. And McCready will pick up the foul. That is his third and the team's third. So McCready and Toms both have 3 fouls early on in this third quarter. As Grayson County leads 29-22. Step back three straight away is good. Ryan Gary gets his first basket of the game. And North Bullitt is continuing to make this interesting here as it's down to 4. Childress picks up his dribble, loops a pass, and it's stolen away by Ryan Gary. Fast break off the right side. The basket's good, and it's a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. A 5-0 run by North Bullitt brings it to within 2 at 29-27. Not a good start to this quarter at all for Grayson County. And it's just an ugly start as they have been outscored to start the quarter. 15-4 is the run for North Bullitt. Let's try to see if we can't run down some scores from around the region. Again, nothing else, as Whitesville Trinity was a winner in girls basketball over Todd County, and Owensboro Catholic a loser against Bishop Brossart last night. Cougar Bullies will be back in action coming up on Tuesday evening as they will host Davis County here at the Cougar Den. We will have the coverage of that game as it'll be a 7:30 tip-off, so at about 7:10 on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose and on K105 Digital Productions. And then next Friday, they'll make the trip to Whitesville Trinity, the Horn Community Center, to face the Raiders. North Bullitt, they will travel to Hart County on Monday. Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. They lead by 2 at 29-27, 4 minutes and 57 seconds to play in the third quarter. The defense for North Bullitt has been kicked up a notch here to start this second half. Sharp breaks the timeline, guarded by Harmon. Over to the left wing to Childress. He has it deep on that left side. He'll now speed it up and drive it over a little bit. Cross court to Sharp. Sharp, three, right wing, no good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound knocked out of bounds by, I believe it's off of Gary, so it'll be Grayson County basketball. Cougars will pass in from in front of where the Grayson County student section would be. Instead, it's the Lady Cougar basketball team who will play against Muhlenberg County later on this evening. Childress to pass in. Throws it into the near side. Sharp, wide open three. Near side is short. And the long rebound is by Harmon. Harmon quickly pushing. Down to Ryan Gary. Back outside to Harmon. Three, left wing is short. And the rebound is saved in bounds by Gary. And he'll throw it away. River Blanton into his hands as he breaks the timeline, angling it back here towards the near side. Keeps his dribble going. Splits two defenders off the right side. Can't get the layup to fall. And it's Dalton Gary with a rebound. He'll push the ball. Up, down the left side, at the left elbow. Passes outside to Sneed, who takes a three straight away. It's no good. Harmon with a rebound, but he's over top of Keegan Sharp, and that'll be a foul called on Ben Harmon, his third, and the team's second. 29-27, Grayson County with the lead. 4:07 to play in the third quarter. It'll be Dylan Horn to pass in, and he finds Keegan Sharp. Ben Harmon is all over Keegan Sharp. Into the middle to Blanton. Down inside to Bratcher off the left wing. Bratcher goes up with a shot. It's good. Stopping the bleeding does Owen Bratcher, but immediately North Bullitt looks to push. Harmon out front to Sneed. Sneed will take transition threes. Doesn't this time. To Casey. Casey down the right side. Splits defenders and throws it away, but it's off of the foot of River Blanton. 31-27, Grayson County. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. As it will be Sneed to pass in from underneath of his own basket. Throws it out to Casey, who's wide open on the right wing. He drives down the right side, dumps a pass off to Sneed, who finishes off the left side. Brock Sneed's got 3 points, and again the lead back down to 2 at 31-29. Grayson County just needs a basket here, and they need to start playing some better defense. They're letting North Bullitt do whatever they want. Horn. Outside to Childress. Childress over to the left wing to Sharp. Sharp has it poked away, and he's fouled by Casey. Casey came in there like a bull and knocked Keegan Sharp back, and a technical foul has now been whistled on North Bullitt's Kevin Casey. He mouthed off to the official. He didn't agree with that foul call, and he's now going to turn out to give a technical foul, and Keegan Sharp is going to end up getting free throws, and Grayson County's going to keep the basketball. That's a big mistake by the senior guard, Kevin Casey. And you could tell that he was looking at the official, and he mouthed off, and the official, James Richardson, is going to go over and explain what he said. Sharp misses the first technical free throw. The second one for the sophomore is good. He makes that. He's got 7 points. Grayson County got to keep the ball. 32-29, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. Casey will take a seat. Checking in will be McCabe for the North Bullitt Eagles. As Horn passes into Childress. And Childress will break the timeline straight away. He has it poked away by Harmon. He gets it back, and he's bodied up and throws it away. McCabe comes down with it, loses it, gains it back, throws it outside to Harmon on the left wing. Harmon dribbles it in, back to McCabe in the corner. McCabe outside to Harmon. Harmon thought about the three. Keegan Sharp was in his face. Off to Gary. Bratcher saves it inbounds into the hands of Ryan Gary. Turnaround three is good. Ryan Gary knocks down the three, and we're all tied up at 32. 2 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the third quarter. Owen Bratcher's hustle play led to a point for North Bullitt. Inside, this pass is stolen away by Ryan Gary. Here come North Bullitt. Down into the near side, Harmon. 18 feet near side jumper is no good. Rebounded by Dalton Gary. Outside to Ryan Gary, another three. That one's off to the right. Rebounded by Owen Bratcher. Keegan Sharp's got the ball back to Childress. And I think this is one of these things where you just got to slow down if you're Grayson County. You heard Coach Johnston talk in the open. He said that North Bullitt's going to try and speed him up. We don't want to do that. Inside Blanton, and a jump ball is going to be called as Blanton drives in, and Gary wraps him up. Substitution into the game. It's multiple, as it'll be Hornbeck, McCready, and Toms who will check in for Childress, Bratcher, and Horn. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Sharp, McCready, Hornbeck, Toms, and Blanton. It's 32 all, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gary with the basketball. Handoff pass to, that's Boley, who's back into the game. He's got the ball straight away and finds Dalton Gary. Ryan Gary has caught fire in this third quarter. Dalton Gary will take the three straight away and knocks it in. Blanton left just ever so slight of some space, and Travis Johnston is going to take a timeout with 1 minute and 55 seconds to play in this third quarter. This has gone from bad to worse for Grayson County. North Bullitt is on fire to start this second half of play, and they have their first lead of this game at 35-32. As Johnston, this is only a 30-second timeout. This is probably a, come on guys, we are better than this kind of timeout. So it will be Grayson County basketball to pass in from underneath of the opposing basket. They trail by 3. Toms has it thrown away and stolen away by North Bullitt. Outside and swinging it over to the far side. Harmon, step back three, right side, no good. Blanton with a rebound. Blanton's dribbling it. He loops a pass up to McCready. McCready on the right side, out front to Sharp, and Sharp has to reach out with the right hand and grab that one. Over to the near side, Blanton with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. North Bullitt on top by 3. Sharp gets around the defender, stops it inside the lane, throws it away, and it is Harmon that comes down with the basketball. Turnovers galore in this third quarter, and now Hunter Toms is going to be called for a frustration foul as Harmon crosses the timeline, and for Toms, that is his 4th and the team's 4th. That's a tough foul. Substitution into the game, Owen Bratcher will check in for Grayson County. Hunter Toms will take a seat. 35-32 North Bullitt. It's a handoff pass to Dalton Gary. He throws it outside to Boley. Boley out front now to Harmon. Harmon guarded by Bratcher with 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Out to the far side to McCabe. McCabe backs it off now to Ryan Gary. Far side Harmon, guarded by Bratcher. It's a 3-point Eagle lead. Down into the near side, Ryan Gary, it's off his hands and out of bounds. Grayson County's going to get the basketball. I think if you're Travis Johnson, you say, let's slow down, let's run our offense and get our shot. As it's into Blanton. Blanton off to McCready. McCready down the right side, finishes, it can't go in, and it's rebounded by Gary for North Bullitt. Down to the left side, Harmon wide open, and he gets the layup. Harmon gives North Bullitt their largest lead of the game at 37-32. Down to the right wing to McCready. Outside to Blanton. Blanton over to Sharp. 3 left wing is good. Big 3 by Keegan Sharp. It's back to a 2-point deficit now. Gary drives down the right side, lowers his shoulder. The shot's no good with 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. McCready bump, no foul. McCready up the near side. Picks up his dribble. Trying to find help, finds Sharp off the left side. Sharp straight away to Hornbeck. Hornbeck back to Sharp. Off to the right left side to Blanton with 20 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Blanton, spin move, flip shot off the left side is good. Tie game at 37. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. All tied up at 37. Alex Young delivering the play call with 6 seconds. Gary over into the near side to Ryan Gary. 3 off the left wing is short. Rebounded by McCready with 1 second. He takes a half-court shot at the buzzer. It's short. And at the end of the third quarter, we're all tied up at 37. And we will take a break, as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball right here on K105.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
It is 37-all as we start the fourth quarter here between Grayson County and North Bullitt. This is almost an identical situation to where we were in the game last year played at North Bullitt High School. If my memory is right, Grayson County was up by 1 at the start of the fourth quarter of that game, and North Bullitt closed the game on a dominating run to win the game by 11. Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. Blanton on the far side, and a foul is going to be called on North Bullitt in that far side. And it will be whistled on. It's called on Connor Bowley. That is his first and the team's 5th. Out of the timeout, here comes Blanton with the basketball. Blanton drives down, dumps a pass off to Bratcher. Bratcher off the right side, lays it in. Grayson County's got the lead back. 39-37, 7:45 to play. Sneed on the far side. Spin move on the right block, gets it into Gary. Gary floater blocked by Bratcher. Into the hands of Blanton, and Blanton is fouled. And he's going to go down, and immediately River Blanton gets up, and his teammates run over to help him up. As Horn, I think, they're going to need a towel or something to clean up the perspiration on the floor. As it is with 7 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, it is 39-37 Grayson County. The Cougars will have the basketball. It'll be River Blanton to pass in as that foul was called on Ryan Gary, his 3rd, and the team's 6th. So Grayson County will shoot free throws the remainder of this game with 7.5 minutes to play. Horn into the middle to Bratcher, and it's stolen away by Gary. Gary down to the left side to Ryan Gary. Ryan Gary outside to Sneed. Sneed takes one pass over to the far side to Bowley. Bowley down to Sneed off the right side, lays it in, and he's fouled from behind by Grayson County. So Sneed will go to the free throw line, and Owen Bratcher picks up the foul. That is his 2nd and the team's 5th. So Sneed will try to convert on the and one. He is 1 of 3 tonight. This would be to give the Eagles the lead back. It is an air ball. And Cougars will have the basketball. 7 minutes, 19 seconds to play It is Grayson County 39, North Bullitt 39. Sharp with the basketball. Over to the far side to Horn. Horn jump pass to the half-court line to Blanton. Blanton drives in. Euro step off the left side. He gets to the hole and finishes off the left side. Blanton's got 15 points, and immediately Dalton Gary spins down, and he'll answer with a reverse layup off the left side. Gary's showing off his speed in this game. He just lowers his head and gets right to the basket. Horn into McCready. McCready will speed it up. He gets down the near side with a handoff pass to Sharp. And again, we're all tied up at 41 to the free throw line to Bratcher. Over to the far side to Blanton. Blanton off the left side. The basket can't fall. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Bratcher. And it will be North Bullitt basketball. 41 all, 6:42 to play in tonight's game. Eagles basketball. It's Dalton Gary with the basketball. Outside to Sneed, thinks about the three, drives down the right side, flips a pass off to Dalton Gary, and it's out of bounds off of Grayson County. Owen Bratcher got his hand and knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be Sneed to pass in. No, they're going to switch it, and it'll be Ryan Gary instead. They give it into Sneed on the far side. Out front to McCabe, and it's knocked away and stolen away by McCready. McCready down the right side. Reverse flip shot is no good, but he is fouled. It almost looked like that was going to go in. I don't know how he got the shot off, but he's fouled from behind by Boley. That is his second, and the team's 7. 2 free throws will come for Chandler McCready to try and give Grayson County the lead back. McCready has not scored tonight. He is a 66.7% free throw shooter, and he misses that one. Substitution into the game, it'll be Kevin Casey. Into the game for the Eagles, he checks in for Boley. The second free throw coming for the junior Chandler McCready to try and give Grayson County the lead by 1. It's good. Cougars 42, North Bullitt 41. 6 minutes, 24 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Far side Gary, off to Dalton Gary, drives in, runs into Dylan Horn, and a foul is going to be called on Grayson County. As on Dylan Horn, that will be his third and the team's 6th. So free throws will come for Dalton Gary. He is a 66.7% free throw shooter as well. He's 1 of 1 tonight. You can make that 1 of 2 as he misses the first one. He's got 18 points in this game, does Gary. As Harmon checks back into the game for the Eagles. This would be to tie the game at 42. It's up and good. 42 all, 6 minutes. 18 seconds to play. Grayson County basketball. It'll be River Blanton to break the timeline across the far side. Loses his dribble, gains it back. Out front to Sharp. Sharp thought about the three, drives down. Jump pass outside, and a foul is going to be whistled on North Bullitt. On the drive inside, it'll be called on Ben Harmon. For Harmon, that is his 4th. And the team's 8th, Keegan Sharp, will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and the bonus. Coming into tonight's game, he's an 84% free throw shooter. He ranks 3rd in the region in free throw percentage and 44th in the state and makes the first one. He went 6 of 6 from the free throw line on Tuesday night when he scored 39 points against Meade County. The second one is up, good, 44-42, Grayson County with a lead. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to play in tonight's game and counting. Dalton Gary, handoff pass to Sneed. Sneed's got the ball straight away, guarded by Bratcher. Down to the left side to Dalton Gary, bodies it up, loses it, stolen away by Blanton. Blanton up the far side, picks up his dribble as he crosses the line to the free throw line to Bratcher. Near side McCready, thinks about the three, drives down the near baseline. He has it stripped, got it back on the floor, and it will be a timeout on the floor taken by Grayson County. Cougars on top, 44-42, 5:47 to play. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Grayson County 44, North Bullitt 42. 5 minutes, and 47 seconds to play in tonight's game here from the Cougar Den. This has been a great game. Looked like Grayson County was going to cruise to an early victory, but North Bullitt has made this one anything but easy in this second half. And 5:47 is on the clock in this game. As we want to invite you to join us for Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight, as it'll be the Grayson County Lady Cougars hosting Muhlenberg County. It's a rematch from the game back. It's technically last week. It feels like about 3 years ago, but it was a game from the Owensboro Sports Center that Grayson County Lady Cougars won 64-43. Muhlenberg County improved a lot since that point, though. So have the Lady Cougars, so it should be an exciting game. Horn underneath of his own basket to pass in for Grayson County. He's got to get it in. They got to throw it in, and just ahead of the 5-second clock, they give it to Bratcher. Bratcher outside to the left wing to Blanton. 5:40 and counting on the clock. Blanton throws a shot up. He saves it in bounds. No, he doesn't. Not sure what Blanton was doing as he drove down the left lane. Looked like he was shooting, passing, throwing it to himself at the same time. It almost looked like he was trying to do an alley-oop. He tried to save his own pass out of bounds, but he wasn't able to. North Bullitt with the ball, they trail by 2. As it's Gary at the free throw line, spins it around, gets it out front to Dalton Gary. Dalton Gary guarded by McCready outside to Harmon. Harmon has 4 fouls. Off to the left wing to Ryan Gary. Ryan Gary picks up his dribble out front to Harmon. Harmon guarded by Horn. He gets around Horn, drives in, loses it, stripped away by Horn. Horn pushing for Grayson County and immediately puts up the stop sign as he crosses half court and gives it to River Blanton. Blanton off to Sharp. 5 minutes to play in tonight's game. Grayson County up by 2. Left elbow. It is Sharp, and Sharp gets the ball back after passing to Horn on the far side. Sharp gets around the defender. Floater inside the free throw line is short. Rebounded by Gary, but he falls down. Multiple players hit the deck, and a foul is going to be whistled on Dylan Horn. That'll be his 4th, team 7th. So free throws will come here for the Eagles. It'll be 1 and the bonus for Dalton Gary. He is 2 of 3 from the line tonight, which is right on his season average of making 2/3 of his free throws. Again, 1 in the bonus will come. The first one is up and good. Substitutions into the game for Grayson County. Braden Childress will check in for Dylan Horn. And it will be McCabe to check into the game for North Bullitt. Second free throw coming is up. No good. Rebounded by McCready for Grayson County. Cougars up by 1. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Off to the right wing, Blanton. Interior pass to McCready is almost stolen away. McCready gets it back, though. He's double-teamed underneath. A jump pass outside to Blanton. Nice job by McCready to keep that ball alive. Into McCready in the near side. He nearly loses it. Gains it back. Throws it out front to Blanton, but it's stolen away by McCabe. McCabe, fast break. Off the left side. The shot's no good. The rebound and the putback off the right side is good by Gary. And North Bullitt has the lead back at 45-44. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Blanton splits 2 defenders, has it ripped away by Gary, and a foul is going to be called by Dalton Gary on the steal. For Gary, that is his 3rd and the team's 9th. So River Blanton will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Blanton on the season is a 68.6% free throw shooter. Tonight he's 2 for 2. This will be to tie the game. Again, it's 1 in the bonus. And it is good. He gets the roll. Alex Young and James Richardson, the official, are still talking it over. Seems like whatever explanation, the conversation is over. Blanton misses the second one, and we're all tied up at 45. North Bullitt with a basketball. Out to the far side. McCabe, 3, right wing is no good. As it bounced off the top of the rim, and a foul is going to be called underneath on North Bullitt on the rebound, and free throws will come for Grayson County. As it's called on Dalton Gary, that is his 4th, team's 10th. So Owen Bratcher will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 from the line this season. None bigger than these two, as we're all tied up at 45, 4:03 to play in tonight's game. Bratcher takes 1 dribble, and it is good. The bank is open. And as I always say, for players that struggle to shoot free throws, why not use the bank? I know that there's it's the unwritten rule of basketball, but he uses the bank again and makes them both. Bratcher banks in both free throws, and it's 47-45. 4 minutes to play. Grayson County with a lead. Gary, offensive foul, might be the whistle. The officials are going to talk it over, and there it is. An offensive foul on the drive, and Gary will foul out of the game. Chandler McCready takes the charge, and he gets a technical as well underneath, and that's 6 fouls. He'd already fouled out of the game, and Gary mouthing off to the official. That's 2 technicals being called on North Bullitt in this game. So Gary gets 5 fouls and a technical, and Keegan Sharp going to go to the free throw line to shoot free throws. And then Grayson County's going to get the ball. And Alex Young, the coach, is down on the far side talking with Gary underneath. So it'll be Keegan Sharp to the free throw line to shoot 2 technical free throws. Big charge call by Chandler McCready, and I think it was the right call as well, as Gary lowered his shoulder and ran right over him. Sharp's first free throw is good. .22 points is how many Dalton Gary will finish with tonight, as Sharp makes the second one as well. Grayson County has the 4-point lead, 49-45, 3 minutes and 57 seconds to play, and they will have the basketball. Blanton to pass in, and throws it into the backcourt to Sharp. Sharp over to the far side to Childress. They still have it in the backcourt. They got to break the timeline, and Childress does just that. Left side, Blanton drives in to the near side to McCready. McCready in the corner, gets around his defenders, jump in the side of the lane, and makes it off the right side. McCready's only his first field goal of the game, but Grayson County's lead is 6 at 51-45. Harmon into the far corner to Sneed. Drives in on Blanton, and a foul is going to be called on River Blanton. They're going to say it's a push underneath of the basket. As for Blanton, that is his second, team's 8th. So 1 and the bonus will come for Brock Sneed. He's missed his last 3 after making his first. And that one is up and no good. Rebounded by Chandler McCready. McCready off here to the near side to Sharp. It's Grayson County 51, North Bullitt 45. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to play in tonight's game. Bratcher gives it back to Sharp, and Travis Johnston calls it in. Sharp drives in, dumps the pass off to Bratcher. Bratcher nearly loses it, and he does. On the floor, fight for it, and that's going to be a foul called on Bratcher. That is his 3rd and the team's 9th, and free throws will now come for the Eagles on the other side. This game could turn into just that, a free throw shooting contest. As to the free throw line will be Ben Harmon. His first trip to the line so far tonight. He's 2 of 5 on the season. Hunter Toms will check into the game for Owen Bratcher, as Toms checks in with those 4 fouls. Something to keep an eye on. Toms has 4 for Grayson County. Horn has 4. The free throw is up. No good, off the back of the iron, and the rebound. Blanton and McCready both go for it, and it knocks out of bounds off of them. We have a timeout on the floor taken by North Bullitt. 3:13 to play. We'll take it with them. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County 51, North Bullitt 45, 3 minutes and 13 seconds to play in tonight's game. Eagles take the timeout there. Both teams are going to shoot the double bonus the remainder of the game. Harmon passes down, knocked out of bounds by Toms. Nice defense on the inside as Harmon was looking to get it into Sneed, but he was able to knock it right back out of bounds, was Hunter Toms. Only 1 second comes off the clock. Quick sub into the game for Grayson County. It'll be Owen Brancher. He'll check into the game for Hunter Toms, and I'm sure this is going to be an offense-defense here for Grayson County. He doesn't want Hunter Toms to pick up that 5th foul. Sneed will pass in. He scans again, scans a 3rd time, and just has to throw it away, and throws it into the hands of Gary, and Gary's foot was out of bounds. So he just threw it away, and Gary wasn't happy with the call either. As Hunter Toms will check into the game, Owen Bratcher will check out. So again, you're going to have offense, defense. So nice defense by Grayson County, leading to them now getting the ball. Blanton passes into Childress. Childress double-teamed as he's being chased back into that far corner, gives it to Sharp. Sharp breaks the timeline and loops the pass down to Blanton, shrinking down the left lane, and his shot is no good, but he walks with it beforehand. And we're gonna have North Bullitt basketball with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to play. It is 51-45. Casey with the basketball on Childress. Dumps a pass down to the left side, and McCabe knocks the basket in. And it's a 4-point game, 51-47, 2:50 to play. Sharp double-teamed underneath. No whistle, and it's to Childress. Childress to Toms. Toms breaks the timeline, keeping his dribble going. Needs to find help and finds it with Sharp straight away. Sharp drives in, right elbow, 10 feet, good. Back to a 6-point Grayson County lead, 2.5 minutes to play. Into the near side, 3 by McCabe to answer as an air ball. Toms with the rebound for the Cougars. Toms gives it back to Childress. Childress off to Sharp, and the Grayson County offense can get going here. Childress off to the left wing to Blanton. Near side, McCready wide open off the right side, lay it in. Chandler McCready finishes off that right side. Beautiful press break offense. Casey down the right side, speeds it up, and he's fouled on the drive by Grayson County. As Casey sped it up down that right lane, and he's fouled by Childress. That is his first, team's 10th, so 2 free throws will come for Kevin Casey. 64.3%. He is 1 of 2 here in this game tonight. He will shoot 2, will the senior Kevin Casey, and he makes the first. Connor Boley checks into the game for the Eagles, in for McCabe. Second free throw is good. They make them both. 55-49, Grayson County up by 6, 2:07 to play. Blanton's got to get it in, and he gets it into Childress. Childress is double-teamed underneath. They give it to Blanton. Blanton into the middle to Sharp. Sharp breaks the timeline, speeds it up, down to the right block to McCready. The flip shot is good. Count the basket. He'll go to the free throw line. Nice move by McCready, and the foul is whistled on Brock Sneed, his 3rd. And McCready will try to convert on the and one. Bratcher will check into the game for Toms. Again, this offense-defense. McCready will try to convert on the and one. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. The free throw is up. Good. Grayson County 58, North Bullitt 49. The Eagles have led by as much as 5. Grayson County has led by as much as 12. As it is down to Sneed, gets around the defender, jump pass over to the far side. Casey, deep 3 from that corner is good. Kevin Casey knocks down the 3. North Bullitt trying to keep this a ball game. It's a 6-point game. Childress trapped in the far side. Back here to the near side to Sharp. Sharp will break the timeline. He speeds it up down the right side. Layup good off the right side. Sharp's got 8 points in the quarter. Grayson County's lead is back to 8. They have crossed that 60-point magical mark. Shot is up, no good, and transition by Casey. Grayson County has the basketball. They give it off to Sharp. Again, Grayson County, when they score at least 60 points in the Travis Johnston era, 13-0. And a foul is whistled on the far side, called on North Bullitt. Kevin Casey is the one called for that foul. It's his 2nd. And River Blanton will shoot 2, and Casey's got to be careful, as after that, behind the official, he was waving his hands up in the air saying that he was straight up. Casey already has 1 technical in this game. Blanton short arms the free throw, and it's no good. Again, 2 technicals, and you're ejected from tonight's game. Subs into the game, Horn and Toms check in, each with 4 fouls. So it'll be Childress and Bratcher that will take a seat. 1:11 on the clock. Blanton's free throw is up Good. 61-52. Grayson County with the lead. Right side, Casey turns it around. 3 is up and no good by Ryan Gary. And it's Dylan Horn with a rebound. Horn limps the pass down to Blanton. Blanton off the right side. The layup is good in transition. Grayson County looking to put this one away. 63-52. Right side, Casey goes in off the right side. 5 feet, uses the bank and knocks it in off the right side, does Kevin Casey. Timeout on the floor taken by North Bullitt. It'll be a full timeout with 47.6 seconds on the clock. Grayson County leading this one 63-54. This has been a great game here tonight. So we appreciate you taking the time to tune in here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. As a reminder, we want to invite you to join us later on this evening as the Grayson County Lady Cougars will be hosting Muhlenberg County here at the Cougar Den. 7 o'clock will be the official start time of that game. So you'll be able to listen to that game over on our sister station 103.9 The Moose or via the WMTL app, or you can watch that right here on K105 Digital Productions. As the Lady Cougars enter the game with a win last night over Butler County by a final score of 69-63. So look to take down Muhlenberg County for the second time in this young season. Grayson County going to be back in action, the boys team, on Tuesday against Davis County. So it'll be a home game, 7:30 start time. That'll be over on the Moose and on K105 Digital Productions. As out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. They trail by 9, 47.6 seconds on the clock. I believe the official Mike Berry was saying each team had 1 timeout remaining. Both are full. Horn to pass in. And he gets it into Blanton on the far side. Blanton being chased by Reed. Blanton crosses the timeline. He's double teamed, loses it, picks the ball up, and he gains it back over the far side. Horn down to McCready off the right side. The flip shot is no good, but he is fouled hard by Connor Boley. That'll be his third, and McCready will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Eagle foul on number 14, Connor Boley, his third. Chandler McCready back at the line shooting 2.
So Chandler McCready will go to the line. He will shoot 2. He is 2 of 3 in tonight's game. He's having himself a nice fourth quarter, and he makes the first one. Hunter Toms will check back into the game. Braden Childress will check out, and Travis Johnson's going to call his defense back. Second free throw by McCready is good. He gets the roll. Grayson County leading this one 65-54, 35 seconds and counting. Casey down inside, fading it away off the right side is a new player into the game. It's Glover. He misses the shot. McCready's got the rebound. He's going to push it up, put on the stop sign, and he is not fouled from behind. He falls down with it. North Bullitt's going to end up taking it away. Far side, the Eagles have the ball with 18 seconds and counting. It is a handoff pass to Boley over to the far side. Casey, 3, no good. Blanton with a rebound, and that'll do it. Grayson County gonna win this one by a final score of 65-54. They are now 8-3 on the season. They have won their 3rd straight game, and that's a good win for Grayson County. You hang on and win this one. Big win for Grayson County. We'll jump into the 5th quarter show after this, as this is Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Grayson County wins this one tonight by a final score of 65-54. Big win for the Cougars here today, as this is one that it wasn't pretty at all times, but you know what? As they always say, a win is a win is a win. And when you outscore a team, as it was 37-all in the third quarter, and they outscore North Bullitt 28 to, if I can do math here really quick, 28-17 in the fourth quarter, that's going to get it done. Looks like a football score of sorts, but when you score 28 points in the final quarter, you're going to win yourself some basketball games. This is a good win for Grayson County. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. We'll run down the scoring from this game, and we will look at some scores from around the region as I see some more scores are coming in. Looks like a good game that if I could find a stream, I might watch in between our games here tonight. In girls basketball, Apollo and Hancock County. We got our friends up at Hancock County that sometimes get on the call up there. In fact, we'll be at Hancock County coming up on the 25th of February. It'll be here before we know it. Grayson County winners tonight against North Bullitt by a final score of 65-54. We'll take a break, come back with more. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And coach, you said a win's a win.
Yeah, obviously my blood pressure's probably through the roof. But, we had a stretch there in the third quarter where I'm sure everybody heard me if the volume was halfway up on any cameras or anything like that, we just let them dictate the pace. And that was something that was on our scouting report was they play fast. They are going to play fast the whole game. We can play fast with them. However, when it starts to go in their favor, we have to slow down a little bit and make sure because we'll get a layup if we slow down. And finally, we got under control a little bit. I was going to run out of timeouts to calm them all down. But, they're a tough group. They're really tough. We don't play very smart yet. Probably contributed to, their sophomores and juniors, and the juniors didn't really play their freshman year, aside from Hunter, which his job was just to go rebound and foul people. So we still got a long ways to go. We're going to have to practice a lot of end-of-game situations, but that's a tough group, and they don't like to lose, and we fought pretty hard there at the end.
Players stood out to me. I mean, maybe the most impressive to me at least was Chandler McCready through the first three quarters was really not a factor for the most part. And then he comes into the fourth quarter and hits, if I can count right there, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 or 5, something like that, finishes with 10 points in that quarter. You kept having him on the end of that press break, and you got to be happy that he didn't let the 3 quarters affect the fourth quarter and completely forgot about that and came in with a big quarter.
Yeah, and what we were doing there at the end was what we were wanting to do the whole game. And if we just make a daggone layup, right now we're sitting at 8-3, and we'd be 10-1 if we would make layups. They're easy shots. We make them difficult. We had that diagonal pass after it got to the middle all night. We had the skip pass all night, and then we finally saw it there at the end. And then we finally made some layups. And when we do that, of course, you're probably not used to seeing us score a lot of. We can score it if we make layups. I'm telling you, we would average probably 65 to 70 points a game. That's how many layups we miss. We miss a ton, and we finally made them down the stretch when it counts.
Like I've said, you're now 14-0 as a coach when you score 60 in a game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's offense.
Well, we focus so much on defense that we feel pretty good, and we've drilled it in their heads that defense wins. And, we've talked about how we've kind of let up a little bit defensively as far as how many points we want to give up, just because we can score a little bit more. So we feel really comfortable when we're able to get up to that number and go. And we were fortunate enough to be able to do that in the fourth quarter.
One of the things we talked about before the game was discipline and how at the end of the game against Meade County you had the technical foul, and tonight you look at the other team and they had 2 big technical fouls. Were you happy with your team that, not every foul call went in their way? They had some that went in their way, but that they didn't pick up those technicals, because those technicals especially are very easily avoidable.
Yeah, and I did not think we did a good job in the first half of handling that because you could hear them. They were all kind of complaining about it, and this guy's mouthing the whole time, blah, blah, blah. And we just got to be tougher and be able to knock it out. And I thought there at the end we could have easily went there, but I thought we did a pretty good job of staying out of that stuff.
This was a 5-game homestand, but obviously last night was canceled. But you got one more coming up on Tuesday. Davis County. I know we didn't see them play last year. I know I saw them 2 years ago, but I know it's a different team. Do they? If my memory's right, they have a good sophomore. Is that right?
Yeah, they got a good sophomore group. A couple good seniors. They don't have really like a big time scorer. Probably 10 points a game is their leader, but they have a lot of guys 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, stuff like that. So they're pretty balanced, and hopefully we get to play them. I don't know. Obviously, nobody knows if there's any issues or anything like that. So. Hopefully we get to play them, and I think it'll be a pretty good group because that sophomore group of ours have played theirs a bunch, and they know them and they like to beat them. So hopefully we'll be ready. And before we forget, I want to I want to comment on Owen. Owen Bratcher was absolutely phenomenal in the fourth quarter. And hey, baby, you want on TV?
Say wave hi.
Owen was fantastic. Hunter and Dylan got into foul trouble, and Owen had, I think it was 8 points, 4 rebounds, and he was a monster. Had 2 monster blocks, one at the end of the first half, and
against the backboard, yeah.
And obviously 2 banked-in free throws, which that may be his new style from now on. So I wanted to make sure I didn't go on without saying, because we don't win the game without him in the fourth.
Like I say, I mean, it's like the unwritten rule that you're not supposed to bank a free throw, but you know what? If it works.
I told him to do it because not everybody has seen what it looks like if he doesn't bank it.
And then maybe the most important question, I know your brother. I can probably take a good assumption who he's got tomorrow. Is it Bucks or Chiefs tomorrow?
Oh, he's a Bucks guy.
I know he's a Bucks guy. So
he's a Tom Brady hater until he comes to the Bucks. Now he's a Tom Brady lover. But I don't know. It'll be a pretty good game. I don't keep up with a lot of stuff during basketball season just because I'm busy and stuff. But I'm going to go out on a limb. I'll take his side. I'll say the Bucks.
You'll take the Bucks, Coach. We'll see you on Tuesday. Appreciate it. That's head coach Travis Johnston. We'll have more here coming up after this.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you.
The Ad Council.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County is a winner tonight against North Bullitt by a final score of 65-54. Writing down some scores from around the region. In girls basketball, it is Apollo 12, Hancock County 5. 1:54 to play in the first quarter of that game. Try and see if there aren't any other scores to bring you. I know the Whitesfield Trinity Lady Raiders picked up a win earlier tonight against Todd County Central, while Owensboro Catholic lost to Bishop Brossart earlier this evening. And let's see if there aren't any other scores. I see one more coming in. McCracken County leading Henderson County 30-22. That score is at the half. Later tonight, Lady Cougars will take on Muhlenberg County. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off right here from the Cougar Den. So just coming in a little less than 3 hours. Grayson County, though, winner tonight against North Bullitt by a final score of 65-54. We'll come down and run down the scoring after this, as this is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
to soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County defeats North Bullitt tonight by a final score of 65-54. Running down the scoring from this game. First for North Bullitt, 22 points. Dalton Gary led the way. 8 each from Ryan Gary and from Kevin Casey. 5 points from Brock Sneed and from Connor Boley. 4 points for Evan McCabe and 2 for Ben Harmon. For Grayson County, it was River Blant led the way. He had 19 points. Keegan Sharp had 18. 10 for Chandler McCready. 8 for Owen Bratcher. 6 for Hunter Toms. And 4 for Dylan Horn. Don't know if I mentioned Chandler McCready. He finished with 10. Cougars winners tonight again by the final score of 65-54. We'll invite you to join us back here in about 2.5 hours. It'll be the Lady Cougar basketball team. They will take on Muhlenberg County, as it'll be a team that they played last Tuesday at the Owensboro Sports Center. They won that one by a final score of 64-43. It'll also be senior night, so we'll have coverage of that here as well to make sure that we send out the 4 seniors: Ella Robinson, Rachel Snyder, Gracie Franklin, and Brianna Dennis. That wraps up our coverage here from Game 1 of our doubleheader. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their work. Cody Brock, Chase Blaine. So on a night where the Cougars pick up a win in Game 1, 65-54, this is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.